Just fantastic mom signals trading again today. Just a brilliant week. We did have, and this is US Central Time, we had ascending pivots to the later portion of the EU session that leads up to the US cash markets open and pre-market news. 7:30 we had news. So out of the ascending pivots, we had a little bit of a W pattern lift. We had a mom signal there. Now, I don't trade automated this early, and I don't trade into any sort of news release like that. Uh, so market, though, did have lift. But what I did do is now that the 7:30 news had played out, we had huge extension. I turned on the mom strat just in case you get a pullback and continuation trade. In this case, we got a reversal trade. So I was in one trade, trading earlier than normal, especially too because it's a Friday. I like to get my hits and get out of there as quick as I can on Friday. So that was a very nice trade with follow through. US cash markets open several minutes later. I then had a long signal and up we go. So I was two and done for automated trading. And then I worked a trade right here with very small position size manually. We were just, pivots, 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 ascending. And when I got that signal, I decided to take a crack at it to the short side, and I was out pretty quick. So I like to go for 700 a day as a minimum daily profit objective per 150K account. I use two accounts as master accounts to talk out to trade copiers to other various prop accounts. So I was done, called it a day. Now, on a Friday, I'm like really cognizant about, I like to be out of there in that first hour and a half of the day. So 8:30 to about 10. So by 10 a.m., when the market starts scrubbing out a lot of times on a Friday, I want to be done. Now, for a manual trader, we did clean out these levels, the pre-market low pullback pivot there, and we had a beautiful W pattern and lift. So I teach how to watch for and look for these M and W patterns. They're all over the place all the time. So matter of fact, let me show you in our structured training, our get started training or start here training in our Algo IQ private community. I just put up some new training on those patterns just to make sure everybody knows, mainly the manual traders, manual-based traders, how to find those. So right now, we are in the Algo IQ private community. This is on a unique platform. It is a privacy protected and it's encrypted platform. And the good thing about it is people can't hack in and try to steal my downloads like we're happening constantly in Discord. Discord is like a junk fest. I just didn't want to put this exclusive program on something like Discord. So anyhow, we have prop firm info pages, we have main pages where traders are interacting, showing what they're doing with the tools. I got some new indicators in build, stalled out a little bit. My programmer got busy on some stuff I decided to do automated. And but anyhow, the main thing I wanted to talk about right here, though, we have a Algo IQ Start Here section. It's very structured, and the whole process and flow of this is all about setting up your initial charts. I cover not only how the watch works, but how it's made. What are the guts of the watch? I get into every single indicator and why it's built the way it is, and what are the primary uses of each indicator the way we have it set up. So very laid out and specific training. I also have what I think are very important price action basics on 4-hour chart levels, how to track key levels. I think that's important to know, especially for a manual based trader. And then I get into not only Quant Tower stuff, but Ninja Trader stuff. We do have templates. We have settings for, NQ, MNQ, ES, GC, CL, and so on. But I just added, uh, I thought I had already had it in the training. I realized I didn't have that video, so I added it. There's a very specific video on M and W pattern and trade location. So important to understand these patterns. I see them all the time, and there's a lot of follow through that can come out of M and W patterns as a setup. And you can see them on any instrument. Really low quick scalping time frames, intraday position time frames. I see them on swing trading time frames. But we have a very logical and organized and structured process when you first come on board to learn exactly how all the tools work, how to set up your left hand and right hand charts, and so on. So, and then we have rooms covering other topics and related. So yeah, it's a very important part of our community. Get access to our private community, all of our training. And then anytime somebody comes in the Algo IQ program, anything new I add, any updates, you always get those, no extra charge for the period of time your plan is, like 6-month plan, 1-year plan, and so on. Okay. And then I just want to point out the gridalgo.com website. I've updated a lot of info because we keep adding stuff, updating stuff. Really good video on 2 days in a row of trading fully automated with the MOM strat. It shows it running, how you set it up. And our automated strategy is pretty cut and dry. It's trading the momentum burst trades. And the settings, there's a lot of options you have for stop, target, trail stop, maximum. When you hit when you hit a daily profit objective, it'll shut everything down, or a daily loss, it'll shut everything down. Time of day window settings, and so on. Then I have a video on what is a momentum burst trade. I really cover like the full concept and fundamentals of it. Then I get into, there's another video on everything you get as part of the Algo IQ program. What are all the indicators you get, and so on. And then I get into here a video on the various pricing and options and so on. And then we have the options down below. So I do have a special offer, and then this is going to be the last time I offer this particular special offer. If you have any questions on it, it'll run today, tomorrow, and Sunday, and then I'm done. I'm not going to run the special offer anymore. And if you do have questions on it, just contact me at info@gridalgo.com. I'll give you use of the tools with multiple machine IDs, and there's some other value adds I have in there, but that's all at the gridalgo.com website. And then if you do have questions, it's just simple. It's info@gridalgo.com. And just to kind of close out the day, wrap up the Friday into the weekend, as I was saying, there's M and W patterns all over the place. That was a very substantial one we had the other day, and just ripped out of that move. This was an M pattern I talked about in the video the day it happened. That was a beautiful setup during the EU session hours, and then we just sold off throughout the day. W pattern right here with lift. That was earlier in the day. Yeah, that was earlier in the day. So they're all over the place. We had sequential W patterns and lift here. And that's why I cover it in a video. I don't care if I'm on a 19 Renko or an 11 Renko, or I'm on a 30-second chart, a 1-minute chart. I can see these patterns all over the place, and they mean something, so I always pay attention to them. There's just W patterns and M patterns very frequently in these markets. A little bit of an M pattern there. So another thing too is the Algo IQ program. The nice thing about the tools, and a sign of tools that are very robust, is you can use any bar type you want. You can come in here and use volume, tick, range bar, minute-based charts, second-based charts. You can trade Ninja Renko, Unirenko, this guy's Renko, that guy's Renko. The Algo IQ program tools are not codependent on only one bar type. So I got guys on 30-second charts trading NASDAQ stuff. I got guys trading 4-hour chart stuff on gold. I got guys on all kinds of different tick settings for the NQ, MNQ, guys on tick charts, range bar charts, volume charts for NQ, ES. You can use whatever bar type you want and then see if your bar type you like, what you're seeing and trade location better than what we have here. But I just wanted to make sure, because I typically have always traded on Renko bars, that I include that capability right out of the gates. So there you have it. Have a fantastic weekend. I'll have more training content going up, probably one more video on a certain other aspect of the tools later today, and I'll have lots of content going up this weekend. So if you have any questions, info@gridalgo.com. Have a fantastic day and a great weekend ahead.